Amazon returned 16,000 workers. When asked, what can Brown do for you? UPS replied, jettison 30,000 employees and blame Amazon. And the U.S. job market starts off the new year with unprecedented growth. All that and more on the premiere episode of The Layoff Desk. Hello, everyone. I'm Bill Becker, and welcome to The Layoff Desk. Every week, I'll highlight the absurdity of recent job losses, mock corporate honchos and their bullshit narratives of justifying the loss of thousands of jobs, and hopefully bring a little humor to an otherwise soul-crushing period. I'll also share legit career tips to help those that have been impacted by recent layoffs. So let's start. How did we get here? That's actually painfully accurate. No, I want to mock these corporate dumbasses who slash payroll and call it strategy. I mean, if layoffs were a strategy, no company would ever fail, right? You didn't future-proof your business. You present-proofed your stock price. You know, it used to be that companies would announce layoffs for legit reasons, like Union Carbide back in 1984 after killing 22,000 people, or Boeing after its 737 Maxes kept falling from the sky, or when someone went on a ketamine bender. We're only in the first quarter, and early layoffs in the U.S. represent a 42% year-over-year increase compared to early 2025. And that's before Mango Mussolini got us into a war. Let's focus on Amazon and the 16,000 people who got whacked from AWS. If you didn't know, AWS, or Amazon Web Services, actually provides over 50% of Amazon's profit. And those 16,000 layoffs came after capping 14,000 employees back in October. So I guess AWS now stands for always workforce shrinking, or apply somewhere else. Yeah, I know, I took grammatical liberty there. It's my show. Amazon's HR leadership has publicly framed the layoffs as part of a strategic organizational strengthening rather than a reoccurring quarterly event. Look, I'm not a rocket surgeon, but if it happens each quarter, that's literally the definition of reoccurring. Who the hell is in charge of Amazon's PR? This guy?
Strategery.
Now to UPS, who announced they were kneecapping 30,000 employees after cutting 48,000 jobs last year. Again, not reoccurring. Turns out the biggest package UPS shipped in January? Pink slips. The whole people our greatest asset was shipped, ground, and uninsured. One other thing about all the layoffs you hear every week that are attributed to AI, it's all lies. I work in tech, or I do until my bosses see this show, and AI isn't replacing stadiums worth of people. No, AI is cover for layoffs to appease Wall Street or shipping jobs overseas. Basically, AI is like a beard for corporate shenanigans. If you don't know who that is, her name is Phyllis Gates, and she was married to Brock Hudson, and just Google it. With that said, AI is a tool, and a tool that can do some pretty cool stuff, but it's not making tens of thousands of jobs obsolete overnight. No, that's your favorite CEO or private equity hack. So enough of the doom and gloom. I promised that I would also share career advice and tips each week. This week, I'm offering both my books for free. The Job Nobody Dreams Of, which highlights why someone should consider a sales career and how to actually go out and get your first sales job, and Create Your Own Job, which details how you can actually design your own job and then go sell it to the company of your choice. Both books offer real-world advice that I have used throughout my 20-year career. Just look for the link in the comments to choose your book. That'll do it for this week. Tune in next week for another edition of The Layoff Desk. Dirk, take me home.
Shut it down! Let's go home!